Bill Schwab, winebuys.com here. And I'm here with Kirk Venge, who came into town. St. Patty's Day, you know, I never like to work on St. Patty's Day. Usually I'm down at the old Shillelagh by now. But I had to forego my trip for a little while because he always brings great wines. I've been tasting your dad's wines. I love your dad. I love your dad's wines. And now you're the captain of the Venge ship.
Yeah, following suit. So with the Venge wines.
And this is you'll have to pronounce this, Muhlner?
Muhlner. Yeah, This is the Muhlner Steps Vineyard. It's from the Childs Valley of Napa Valley.
Okay.
So it's kind of the eastern edge of Napa Valley.
And this is the 07, and you source this fruit? You have contracts, or do you go out there and...
You know, working with John and Jennifer Muhlner, the owners of this vineyard, and their grape grower, his name's David Rose, and they have this small plot that I take all the entirety of, and it's a pretty unique site. You know, it's a warm site, real steep terrace hillside, clone 877 as far as that goes. So,
well, it has that typical Syrah California thing going on to it, with just a dollop of French, and then there's something else underneath to it. I mean, I get that little hint of hammy baconness to it.
Bacon, little downwind side of a campfire. There's
a little bit of smoke, a little bit of pepper to it, almost like a white pepper, not the bitter, but that little bit of white pepper over the top.
Little on the palate, we get a little blood and iron in there as
Well,
well.
you know what I was going to say?
It's a savory wine.
I was going to say blood orange. I get a little bit of citrus thing out of it.
A little of that too. No, but it's a unique site. And this is a wine also that's made with natural yeast, just like the Pinot Noir, and natural malolactic, all indigenous. And this is aged 22 months in 60% new French oak, Francois Frere barrels actually. So tight grain Vosges, medium plus, and heavy toast as well. It's early aged for about 9 months. Gets stirred about 6 times during that initial aging period.
Wow, it's just tremendous. And I've mentioned it on the Cabernet, I've mentioned it on the Pinot, and I'm going to mention it again on the Syrah. Alcohol produces big wine. It fills the mouth. And the big problem with alcohol is usually when you have those 15% alcohols, where are we at, about 15?
This is Zen.
Yeah, 15. You have those 15% alcohols. You get that little bit of heat in the background, that little bit of burning in the back of the throat. You've got none of it here. This is just big, extracted, rich. I think that's a Venge family tradition, is that big, extracted, rich flavor with no alcohol burn. It's great.
We try to get everything we can out of the grape. It doesn't stand a chance in our midst. Yeah. No, it's a joy to make. I love Syrah. It's a real winemaker's grape. You know, wherever you put it, it tastes a little different, and with the right TLC and the terroir, you can make a nice wine.
And every sip is a little bit different. Wonderful, wonderful stuff. I think there's a stand up to some of the Hermitage. I mean, a different atmosphere. It's more fruit, but it would stand up to the weight and the complexity of your Hermitage. And reasonably priced too. You're going to be looking at about $60 here. I mean, we're going to try to whip it down maybe into the 58, 55 range, but we're really looking, $60 is still a steal for this. And you know what? I'm going to get a couple for myself.
Thank you.
They are outstanding, outstanding indeed. Now, stick around. We've got the 06 Oakville Reserve, Venge Family Reserve. I remember tasting the original incarnation way back in the day on this, and I can't wait for the 06. Kirk, thank you. Thank you.